Everyone, imagine yourself to be Elon Musk. You have just bought Twitter for $44 billion, dollars, and everyone around you seems to have opinions about the sale and about you. Some people think it's a brilliant move. Some people are very angry about it. Some people are making memes about it. Some people are sending you death threats. Now, there are many ways you can handle these situations, and many people you can appoint to handle these situations for you. But what is that one thing you need to make these decisions? That one fundamental quality you need to be okay with these situations existing in the first place? If you're thinking what I'm thinking, you're a smart one, because it is this very important trait right here, confidence. Now, what is confidence? The dictionary definition of confidence is feeling sure of yourself and your abilities. Yet, I believe confidence is something so much more than that. Let's take an example for the very same. So, I believe that there are no good or bad people in life. There are strong or they are weak. I love this quote from the book, The Secret of the Nagas, which says, strong people stick to their morals no matter what the trials and tribulations are. Weak people, many a times, do not even realize how low they have sunk. So, I have a very fun question for you all, taking this forward. How many of you here love listening to personal stories and secrets? Please raise your right hand. Wow, a lot of you seem to enjoy them. Do you want to hear a personal story of mine? Yes or yes? I can't hear you. Yes or yes? There we go. Also, this is a secret only between me and my mom. Even my dad doesn't know about this, so you can already know it's going to be really good. Earlier this year, I got into my dream college, which is Isha Homeschool in Coimbatore. It had a rigorous admission process spread over 5 months, where I had to qualify each round in order to be selected. And it took me a lot of trial and error, and I finally made it to the last interview. And before the last interview, we were supposed to submit certain documents, and since my mom was handling this for me, she sent it well before time. Now, we were supposed to hear back from them after the New Year's, and we were patiently waiting for them. One day, while I was getting ready for school, I was talking to my mom, like, why haven't we heard back from them yet? What can we do about this? So she told me she'll send them an email once she gets to her office. Now, the day went by, and after school, while I was walking to my mom's car, I could see her gripping the steering wheel very tightly. And, it was obvious that she was very upset and had obviously cried. My mind went to the worst things, like, oh my God, what happened to my dad or my granny or to our house? And, once I opened the car door, she was like, I need to tell you something. And I braced myself, and she told me that the documents that she was supposed to send the school, she had left it in her drafts to verify with me later, and she hadn't actually sent it to them. I visibly deflated in my seat, because that mostly meant that all my hard work to get in so far went down the drain. The future I had planned for myself for the next 3 years, and I was this close to achieving, went away all because of a simple slip-up by my mom. Now, I was consoling her, telling her it's going to be okay, and even while all these thoughts were running in my head, the only thing I could think about was how the woman who gave up for me more than anyone else in the world was so upset about something that she couldn't do for me. This one thought alone helped me calm not only myself, but also my mom, when all I wanted to do was break down. After a while, we sent them an email explaining our mistake and telling them how we would still like to be considered for the final interview. And while we were waiting for them to get back to us, I realized 2 things. One, it's okay if I don't get in. I have enough confidence in myself to know that I can make it work anywhere and achieve all that I want. And 2, I should never hold this against my mom if I don't get in. Because I wouldn't even be the person I am today standing here in front of you if it wasn't for her. And, I cannot... And if she messed up something for me that was so important, maybe, then just maybe, in the grand scheme of things, I was destined for something nicer. So after a day, we heard back from them, and they told us that they understand our mistake, and only for me, they're okay to make an exception and reschedule my final interview. Now, the reason I narrated this story is because that day was one of the first times I got absolute conviction for my book. I can vouch for the concepts I've written, the research I've done, the people I've interviewed, the simple changes that you can bring to your thought process that can yield fantastic results in your everyday life. I have absolute conviction for this book, and I am so excited for the change that we can bring to this world, one Confidenteen at a time. Talking about change, I have decided to donate 20% of the funds I make from this book to a cause I deeply care about. How many of you here get Kaveri water in your homes? Please raise your hand. Wow, I'm not surprised because Kaveri water is the main source of water in Bangalore and the lifeline of South India, and it's rapidly dying. This one-of-a-kind campaign not only revitalizes our Kaveri, but also transforms the lives of 84 million people. So today, when you buy my book, know that your money isn't just going towards your growth, but also towards a very, very important cause. And talking about buying our books, when you buy my book, please do buy Satvik's book, Sanjana's book, Vidit's book, Chinmay's book, Spurti's book, and Pratik's book, because we have all put in so much efforts, the sleepless nights, and I honestly cannot wait for you to read all our books. And also, before I take your leave, I would like you to ponder upon this favorite shloka of mine from one of the best books I've ever read, which is the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbur mate sangot swakarmani. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You've been a lovely audience.